Okay, let's have a look at the answers to these puzzles. First let's tackle the easy one. And it's white to play and mate in one move. Where's the black king? Here it is, on the edge of the board, with only 3 possible escape squares, all guarded by the white rook. So let's see if we can use the white knight to finish the game. It can give check on c6, but before we touch the knight, let's make sure that c6 is a safe square. Well, none of the black pieces is defending c6. The medium puzzle is white to play and mate in 3. The rooks haven't got going yet, so it's all down to the queen and knight. Are there any safe checks to think about? Well, none of the queen checks are safe. What about the knight? Is this check safe? Yes, it's safe. The black king would have to retreat to the 8th rank. If the king moves to h8, it's easy for white. But what if the king retreats to g8 instead? This queen move isn't check this time. So can black stop the queen giving checkmate on g7? Yes, by moving the queen to e5. That's a problem. The queen move wouldn't be checkmate, but another move would be. Can you spot it? With the black king on g8, the knight can give checkmate by moving back to h6. The hard puzzle is white to play and mate in 3. It looks like white has sacrificed the queen to get black's king out into the open. So just how trapped is the black king? The knight stops the king heading back. And did you spot how the c1 bishop helps? And the f1 rook? And it might be useful that the bishop defends the knight, and the pawn covers a square too. We'd like to move the e2 knight into the action, but it blocks the bishop and rook, and gives the black king some extra escape squares. We want to leave the e6 knight guarding g7, so this rook move is the only other check to think about. Black would have 2 choices. Run away to h5, or take the rook. So it's time to imagine the pieces moving in your head. If the king runs to h5, white's rook could give checkmate on h6, defended by the c1 bishop. So let's go back and see what happens if the black king takes the rook. e7 and g6 are the only 2 escape squares now, and so this bishop check, defended by the e6 knight, forces the black king back to g6. And now h5 is the only safe square for the black king. And this knight move doesn't block the other white pieces anymore.